Hey folks, and welcome to Subjective Thoughts. And our comic for today is Canto and City of Giants, Issue 1 by IDW. Now there's just bugs and a bit of fighting in this one, so if you are in any way squeamish, you have been warned. Also, spoilers. Alright, names. Here are the names. I think we have the regular. For some reason, I'm not certain now if it's the same artist. I think it might not be the same artist. I need to check. I'll leave it here if it's the same one or not. Because the art style seems the same, but I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. But yeah, these are all the people, letters, everything. There you go. And this is this is the cover by the same artist that's inside. And there are the other two covers. All right. Well, this is another mini series of Canto. That they published. There was the Clockwork Fairies, and then there's this one. And this was, as soon as I saw it, I was like, ooh, more Canto. I need something to hold me over until we get a third series, after all. I hope it'll be soon. Anyway, alright, so we start the story with Canto, Falco, and Raqueta. They're taking the witch from the story of the Clockwork Fairies. She's sort of a witch slash, I don't know, the inventor and, well, not scientist, inventor. She would take all these creatures and just take parts from them and build them new parts, basically. I won't say further, not spoil Clockwork Fairies if you haven't read those. So yes, they have, I'll have to... Well, okay, I'm gonna have to spoil it a little. I'm gonna have to spoil that one too. So spoilers for that one. In the end of that story, they capture this witch because of what she does in the story. So there, I spoiled the ending for you. So now they have her hostage in there, and now they're keeping her, and they're taking her to. Well, I'm not sure whether. I think they were. I didn't think about it. They mentioned they were taking her to the City of Giants. I think perhaps they were, they were taking her there, yeah. Alright, so they start with them taking her to the City of Giants. I'll look later what the name is. On their way, she recites them, not a poem, what is it called? It's not a poem. Here it is, limerick. Perhaps it's another name for a poem, but she recites them a limerick. It's actually quite a good one, I must say. Of course, Canto is not amused. Raqueta likes it, but Canto tells him not to encourage her. On their way, they hear strange noise. They go to check it out. By the way, Canto's Molrax is the one pushing the cart with them and the witch. So they're going to check it out, and we meet again our two fellow guardians from the city of this. Once again, they have some trouble. They're buried up to their neck in the ground. You can only see a bit of the neck and their head. And they're about to be eaten by bugs, but Canto and his friends scared the bugs away. Defeat them, and as it turns out, after they helped him, Canto, in the second series of Canto, they went back to their City of Giants, and they were no longer considered giants, because the Shrouded Man, he took their legs. In the city of this, they were buried. They were buried in the ground, but up to their legs. But when they let Canto pass through and get into the city, he punished them by taking away their legs. So they were no longer considered giants because of that by by the other giants. And as punishment, they were buried there and, well, left to die, I suppose, because those bugs would have eaten them, probably. So Kenta says, well, we can solve this. I have this witch, this inventor witch. She'll give you new legs. So he's again going to go to the. So he tells them that, and then he goes to the city by himself with the witch, while Falco and Raqueta stay behind with the giants to protect them from any more bugs that might come. She and the witch enter the city, see a lot of giants. He tells her, do not talk, I'll do the talking. She keeps calling him Little Slaver, because now she's, well, I guess she might have a point there. Anyway, they go in, they meet the king and queen of the city of giants, which I'll tell you now what it's called. And he asks them to, ask the king and queen to release both of the giants, who are named, I'll tell you their names, because we actually get their names for the first time, I think. I don't think their names were ever mentioned before. Yeah, one is called Ba, and the other one is Fra. Yeah, those are interesting. Alright, the city is called Brobe. Also an interesting name. Well, they meet the king and queen. Kento insults the king and queen a bit. But that's because when he speaks, they say, the king says to the queen, have you heard something, darling? Oh, it must be the wind, she answers. And kind of dicks. Then Kento says something insulting. They get angry. They're pulled up, he and the witch, by a guard. But then he says, no. But then the king says, oh, darling, he was probably just joking. And Kento's, yeah, I was joking. You really shouldn't joke around these people. They're quite sensitive. Well, again, he asks them to free, but they say no. He tells them about the wish and how she'll give them legs. But the queen still tells him no, they'll still not be considered giants. He wants to free them so then the witch can give them legs, and they'll join him in battle, to battle the Shrouded Man. Now, the king and queen are like, nah, get out of here. Get out of our palace. We're not interested. They say, wait, maybe there's something we can trade you with. And then the king and queen think again, and they tell the guard to stop. And he says, well, there is this thing. There's a crystal, like a little crystal mountain city, where there's a monster. A monster called... Just a second. Monster... Here we go. Pharaoh. Now, he plagues their city, he kills their livestock, and scares the children. And now, where he is, in the city, the entrance is very small, so obviously the giants can't get to him. I assume the creature itself might not be very big. Because, perhaps he is, but anyway, the giants can't seem to handle him. They need assistance with that. So Canto says, I'll fight him. I'll bring you back his horn. They want the horn. It's proof that he was killed. If you release my friends. The queen is quite impressed with his bravery. Says, you're gonna go without even asking any questions. And he says, if this will free my friends, I'm going to go. So, then they tell him, well, you can go to our armory. We have many weapons, and pick a weapon to use. But then the witch speaks and says, he doesn't need it, I'll be his weapon. So then they are taken by the guard to this crystal mountain, let's call it that. On their way, the Kento's like, why didn't you let me pick a weapon? And as I read that scene, I'm thinking, Canto, what weapon do you think the Giants have that you can hold, much less wield, dearie? Really, what? I'm pretty sure even the smallest daggers is far bigger than you. I mean, I have to side with the witch on this one. What weapon would you have used? She tells him that too. And not in the exact same words, of course. So they get to... then she asks him... No, not she. Canto asks, how are we going to, fight him then? 1 second. I need to start writing quotes down. What does she ask? Yeah, also, before them, there were hundreds of knights that failed to defeat him. Okay, yeah, here we go. Canto asks, how does she propose they face a monster that even giants are afraid of? And then she tells him the right question to ask is whatever they can find the monster before the monster can find them. And that is where the story ends, till the next one. So that was a good beginning, a good fast-paced beginning. I'll show you some art now, or I forget again. This is new, so I can only show you 3 pages. Here's the witch's poem. I don't know if I can read it to you. That'll be copyrighted or what. So you can see the art is quite lovely as always, but there are places where it's not the best looking. There's the witch. There you go. There she is. There's Falco, Raqueta, and Canto. And there's the Molrax. I know it's Canto's one because it has white hair. And that's his. There they are. You can see the witch has mechanic legs. She herself, you can say, built her own body part. I don't know how she lost her legs. So yeah, that's the art. So in here it looks very good, but in some places it's very abstract in places where you think there would be more detail. In this case. And I get it, the smaller the thing is, of course, the less details you'll see, but still, it just feels like... It feels like it could have been done far better, but I don't know, perhaps this is a stylistic choice, or perhaps the artist was in a hurry. I don't know. Again, I don't know, it's just how it's meant to be. I just felt like it could have looked better in those places, but it's just me. Other than that, like I said, a good start to the story. The art is always very beautiful, the colors, I love those colors. And yeah, another Canto adventure. Which I need to get me issue 3 and issue 2 and issue 3. It's gonna be a pretty short one, so I wonder how it ends. I'm gonna guess though that he does get the giants free. I mean, I'm pretty sure he will, but we'll see what happens, man. Maybe he won't. Alright folks, so that is it. Let me know what you thought of this one. Have you read it? Have you read any of the Canto? Any of the Canto series before this? Or anything of Canto? Let me know what you think. Alright, so that is it folks. Till next time, remember, collect what you're passionate about and share it on YouTube. Bye!